Hey guys, it's Pastor Bruce. I spend a fair amount of time out in this workshed, especially in the summer. You can see the implements of my destruction behind me. It takes a lot of work to keep up a house and a yard. Many people believe that it takes a lot of work to get on God's good side. But the Apostle Paul refutes this in Romans chapter 4, using none other than Abraham, the father of Israel. Paul, in verse 3 of this chapter, quotes Genesis 15:6. Abraham believed God, and it was accounted to him for righteousness. This leads us to an important theological concept, justification. We see this a lot in the New Testament. Justification is God's judicial edict to deem someone righteous who is a follower of Jesus Christ. It's not that when we come to know Jesus that we're going to be perfect and righteous all the time, but God sees us through the perfection and holiness and righteousness of Jesus Christ. As we look at this chapter, we have to understand that this was not just for the Jewish people, even though Abraham was the founder of the nation of Israel. You may recall back in chapter 2, verse 29, that Paul explained that circumcision is of the heart. God had already justified Abraham before Abraham was circumcised. And so the circumcision stood as an outward sign of inner faith, somewhat like baptism does for us. Baptism does not save you, but baptism is an outward declaration of what Jesus Christ has done in your heart. Not only that, those of us who have faith in Jesus Christ become children of Abraham because of our faith. We join him together in the faith of God and the hope that we have through Jesus Christ. Just one other point I want to mention to you. This verse from Genesis may be familiar to you if you remember over in James chapter 2, verse 23, where it's quoted. And in the next verse, James writes that a man is justified by works and not faith only. This is not a contradiction. Works prove our faith. They don't gain our salvation. In other words, work should follow faith. Work doesn't lead to faith. Romans and James are absolutely telling us the same thing. God's Word never contradicts itself. God bless you as you go.